Hello again. Welcome to another edition of CropLife Retail Week. I'm Eric Sfiligoj here with my friend Richard Jones in studio again, Richard.
Yep.
At least for this week.
Yeah. It seems to be a trend.
It does.
In, out, but that's good.
Yeah, and again, I know next week, I guess you and I will both be on the road together, strange thing.
Right.
And we'll be doing feed remotely, but, when you see the video next week, we'll be talking from
Indianapolis and Tech Hub Live.
Yes. So Tech Hub 2022 taking place July 20th and 21st, although there's an evening event on the 19th, which we've talked about foaling, and
Right.
we had some nice video of that last week in the video that Laura Sawinski and I when we were talking about the event. But Richard, if you want to talk about any last minute details from the show that folks who may be attending can look to see for themselves when they're there.
Absolutely. Our program committee has been working full-time, day and night, weekends, just for the last several months, putting together what is going to be a great program. This is going to be definitely an incredible opportunity for anybody who's able to attend. We're really looking forward to seeing all of you out there. The way people do media these days, everybody has a choice. Everything is so personalized now. I'll choose what streaming service we want to watch or what music we want to listen to on demand. We've tried to put together a program that's kind of built that way too. So it's not just going to be everybody packed into a ballroom for 2 days listening to somebody standing behind a podium. We're going to have some general sessions. We're going to have some award presentations, which will be great. But we've got some individual breakout tracks. We've got roundtable discussions. We've got fireside chats. We've got tech talks on the show floor, opportunities for networking. So any way that you learn best and you want to interact best, we're going to have that opportunity for you. So really, again, a great opportunity for you to come out and learn about what's happening with technology and ag retail and how it applies to you right now. This is an event you're not going to want to miss.
Yeah, and of course, we'll be there taking lots of videos and still photos. So, of course, Richard and I will have a follow-up, probably the video that comes out at the end of July, and then thereafter I'm sure we'll have occasional video spots as we go forward through the rest of the year. So
sounds great.
Yeah. Well, Richard, speaking of being on the road, I know I haven't had a chance to talk about this because we've been talking about other things, including Tech Hub, of course. But a couple weeks ago, at the end of June, I had the opportunity to visit with Helena Agri-Enterprises at their Evolve Field Day event, which took place just outside of Memphis, Tennessee. And here is a video clip I took of Patrick Ewan, who was talking about why it's called the Evolve Field Day.
Yeah, what Evolve is, think of it in terms of this, it's our strategy, it's our roadmap, and really what underpins that is our ways of working. So if you think about all the groups within Helena, and the roles that we have, think about the level of expertise each individual brings to the team, and evolves around how we all work together and bring each other's strength. Our ultimate goal there is to bring agronomic crop production, agronomic crop protection solutions to our customers to really increase their overall level of productivity, with top of mind on how do we maximize their profit opportunities. And we do that, from an HPG standpoint, is our product line. We've got 7 categories of products that we bring. We've also got a agri-intelligence group, which has our precision, decision ag. And it's how we harness those two together, overlay agronomy, and how we all work. And if everybody brings their expertise and their level of jobs again, we can really put together a special service to our customers to bring them the best. Now, Evolve Field Day is a piece of this, is a piece of Evolve. It's really bringing in our development, our R&D, our marketing to really showcase the innovation that we're bringing to the market. And through this field day, we'll have both new products that we're launching, as well as existing products and new uses, and looking at the collaboration together and some new productivity models we may have found, or where you're putting a nutritional with a bioscience, or bioscience with the different chemistries. A lot of different combinations that we want to showcase that we feel like certainly will help our customers. And we're excited about today because it harnesses the whole group, teamwork, and again, it's how we work and our ways of working that really make Evolve special.
So that's what Patrick had to say about why it's called the Evolve Field Day, or why it was called the Evolve Field Day event. And at that event, Richard, Helena did announce that they're going to be introducing a pair of new products. They're planning for a 2023 release for them. One is called Mogul, and it's a specialized foliar fungicide that's going to be registered for soybeans with 2 different modes of action. And those same 2 active ingredients that provide those modes of actions in Mogul are going to be in a slightly different formulation, and it's going to be called Tycoon. And that product is going to be for the, fruit, tree nuts, and vegetable crop markets. And also they're planning to register for rice for Tycoon. So Mogul and Tycoon are the 2 new products, hopefully coming from Helena next year.
Great. We talk so much about row crop on this. It's great to hear about some new products coming to the specialty crop market.
Yeah, and again, one other person I talked to was Tim Dalaba. And Tim, I love your last name. As you'll see it on the screen, viewers, he has a last name that is spelled like mine. He probably gets as many misspelled name batches as I've had over the years. But Tim talked to me a little bit about the biological marketplace and how Helena might fit into that. And he specifically talked about biocontrol. So here's a little video clip of that.
Hello, I'm Tim Delaby. I'm the general manager for the Helena Products Group located here in Memphis, Tennessee. The Helena Products Group is the department within Helena that's responsible for the development and managing the life cycle of our unique proprietary products for the Helena staff. We talked a little bit about biologicals, and what I will say is as Helena, as we've looked at the whole biological segment of the industry, I think we kind of divide it into a couple of different platforms. We look at bioproduction, biostimulants, as opposed to bioprotection or biocontrol. And when we've kind of analyzed ourselves, we've been engaged on the biological side of the business for well over 20 plus years, but more on the crop production side, where the biologicals that were utilized in crop production, helping with fertilizer efficiency, nutrient use efficiency, all the things around the biostimulation of the plant. Helena has got a wonderful product line, a wonderful portfolio there that's, I would consider, it second to none in the industry in terms of offerings and solutions to meet our customers' demands and needs. We're beginning to see a pretty good switch, though, or transfer now to where the bioprotection side, or offering biological biocontrol products and things for issues that our customers are facing in the field. And that's a little bit of a different animal to talk about as compared to biostimulation and bioproduction, because when you start shifting over to the biological control of something, you're dealing with a pest, you're dealing with some sort of an issue, be it an insect, be it a disease of some sort that you're trying to control. And that's different. And it's the market is pretty young today. I think the latest statistics I've seen show that the biocontrol segment to be something less than 5% of the total crop protection type offerings in the United States. And if you look back even 5 and maybe max 10 years ago, that was minuscule, barely even measurable. So it's grown immensely in the last few years, and I think it will grow even significantly more over the coming years. Certainly there will be a lot of influence that can happen to sway that adoption phase or that rate. We look at the U.S. up until now has been fortunate in that we've not been in a situation like some of our brother and sister farmers across the globe who have, in their countries, have had to switch to a biological or biocontrol product at a much faster rate, or say they've lost some of their very important synthetic chemistries that they need to produce their crop. They've had to switch faster. We, on the other hand, have not had that mandate to switch quite as fast. But I think the great thing of that, though, is that the American farmer is continuing to look for ways to offer his crop at the most safest way he possibly can for the end consumer. And with that, he's slowly but surely looking at biological offerings. As I think the goal that people would like to see is within 20 years that maybe biologicals would account for the larger percentage of any type of a crop protection offering. Obviously, that poses challenges to folks like us who are offering those sort of products into the marketplace. We will have to really work hard to make sure that the products are effective, because that's one of the things where I think a customer, a grower at the end of the day wants to make sure that he's buying a product that does truly work. And there's so many people offering so many different biological solutions that the grower is not always sure which ones work and which ones don't. So helping him by bringing truly effective products is going to be the challenge that Helena has in front of it today to help the farmer of the future. I think it's going to take a little bit of a difference of mindset, though. One of the things that, as you look across history, we've really focused on things being more curative. So if we have an insect, or if we have a disease, all right, let's go spray now that we see that pest there and we know we need to work to control it. When you get to the biological market and some of these biological offerings, we're going to have to be out in front of that. And that means we're going to have to be more preventative in nature in our application, which is difficult for people because you don't see the insect, you don't see the disease, so you think, well, why should I spray? Well, with some of these biologicals, it takes several days for those things to truly penetrate into without the plant, the disease, the insect, to truly get the control that you need. So it's going to take a little bit of a change of mindset. We think that's where good agronomists and good agronomic solution providers will play a vital role in helping all the farmers of the U.S. to make those decisions and bringing the right solutions to them, and the one that fits the respective issue that the customer is facing at the time. But helping him to say, okay, I know I don't see that pest today, but we know within the next few days that is going to be coming our way. Now's the time to spray. Let's get this into the plant. Let's get this on the disease. Let's get this on the insect so that we do control that pest.
So that's what Tim had to say about biologics and biocontrols in the general marketplace, and maybe how Helena will fit into the equation going forward.
Well, again, touching back on the specialty crops, that's an area that those folks are a little bit more used to dealing with, using biological products as a preventative as opposed to reactive all the time. Mm-hmm. And it's a different mindset. It almost kind of functions as insurance, and sometimes it can be a little, did it work and prevent it, or did we just not have the problem this year?
Right.
But it's really that's where things are headed. It's a new tool that I think we all need to get used to using.
Yeah, and I know one of the things Tim and I did talk about, I don't remember if it was in the video or not per se, but the fact that education is going to be an important part of this, because a lot of growers have been basically used to products that they apply at 8 o'clock in the morning, and by later that evening they're seeing some results of a weed dying or the pests are dying. And with a preventive, of course, you're trying to be, like you say, proactive. So there's going to have to be a little bit of a learning curve in changing some mindsets on how these products get applied in the field and what they're supposed to be doing.
Or if I can just make a quick pitch for a product that we just released, the next in our Global Insight series of reports, and this one was on biological crop protection, and we hit on very many of these topics. it's really important for us to be thinking differently about how biocontrol starts to fit into these crop protection programs, because it's with so many challenges with the traditional products, we need options, and this is the way things are going.
Amen. Amen. All right, one other bit of news to share with our viewers. This is on the equipment side. We found out this week that Titan Machinery Incorporated, which is a leading network of full-service agricultural and construction equipment stores, has announced that it's going to be acquiring Heartland Ag Systems, which is the largest Case IH application equipment distributorship in North America. So again, that deal is going to be taking place, and it was David Meyer, who was Titan's chairman and CEO, basically said that we're proud to announce our definitive agreement to acquire Heartland. Most importantly, this gives Titan Machinery access to the full product line of Case application equipment, including self-propelled sprayers and fertilizer applicators. Of course, two very important equipment markets for the ag retailers that tend to be our main viewers.
Right. What do you think this is going to mean?
Well, what it'll mean, of course, is, again, you've seen consolidation in many different segments of the ag space. And, of course, now it looks like the equipment dealership networks are also going to get into this, get bigger, get stronger, get more diversified in their product offerings. And, again, I don't necessarily see this as a bad thing. I know that a lot of folks like the one-stop shop option when they're looking for equipment, so this will probably be a step in that direction.
Great.
All right. Well, Richard, time for your favorite segment.
All right, here we go.
Time for fun with numbers.
Always fun.
All right. Well, hopefully you'll have fun with this one.
Okay.
I did struggle a little bit with
Well, I'm going to struggle a lot.
coming up with options. So, okay, your number this week, Richard, is 120 million.
Okay, it's a big number.
Yes.
Right.
And it's not a dollar amount. It's 120 million.
Okay.
So is 120 million A, the number of Americans now living, quote unquote, paycheck to paycheck because of inflation? Is it B, the amount in metric tons of corn Brazil will produce in 2022? Is it C, the average number of rail cars used to transport goods in the United States annually? Or is it D, the number of footsteps you and I will be taking next week at the Tech Hub Live event?
I'm definitely taking the over on that last one. So I'm going to go rail cars.
Oh, I'm sorry, Richard. No, 120 million is actually the amount in metric tons of corn that Brazil is going to produce in 2022. And that's up from 116 million tons in 2021. And actually, one other interesting note about this story talking about Brazilian farmers and corn, it looks like in 2022, they will have imported about 63% more fertilizer from Russia, which is one of their main suppliers, than they did in the previous year.
Yeah, that's definitely something we're going to have to watch closely.
Yes. So, well, that's it for us for this week. Like I say, next week we'll be doing some videos from Indianapolis at Tech Hub Live. So if you're there, stop by, say hi to Richard and myself. We'll be there and be more than happy to shake your hand. I'm Eric Sfiligoj. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon. If you have questions or comments about today's episode of Retail Week, contact us by email or Twitter, or type your message in the comment section below. Your feedback is important to us. We will try our best to address your thoughts in next week's episode, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.